It is the 15th of August 2024, and as India marked its Independence Day, Prime Minister Modi delivered the 11th Independence Day speech from the iconic Red Fort, outlining his vision of Viksit Bharat, which is the Modi government's goal of making India a developed nation by 2047, which will be the 100th year of India's independence. And during his speech, he laid down several objectives for the future, promises to transform India into a global manufacturing hub, promises to replace the current quote-unquote communal civil code, and promises to enhancing the quality of life. And how exactly does the government aim to do that? Through minimum interference in the lives of India's middle class. But can the government deliver on this ambitious goal? Can Prime Minister Modi really reduce government intrusion? That is our top focus. And before we go ahead, listen in to what the Indian Prime Minister had to say.
सामान्य मानव के जीवन में सरकार की दखल कम हो, जहां सरकार की जरूरत हो वहां अभाव न हो और जहां सरकार की बेकारण प्रभाव भी न हो, इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था पर हम प्रतिबद्ध हैं.
Minimum interference, that is what the Prime Minister has promised. He was basically referring to the aspirations of millions of Indians, particularly those in the middle class, many of whom often feel burdened by bureaucratic hurdles and inefficiencies. He vowed that his government is committed to ensuring minimum interference and improving the ease of living. The question is, can these promises translate into real, tangible changes? It's too soon to say. Overall, Prime Minister Modi's speech was a mixed bag of statistics and promises with a few sharp ideological points. He emphasized the need for faster reforms. He vowed to work harder in his third term. And one of the key highlights of his address was the push for uniform civil code.
अब समय की मांग है कि देश में एक सेकुलर सिविल कोड हो. हमने कम्युनल सिविल कोड में 75 साल बिताए हैं. अब हमें सेक्युलर सिविल कोड की तरफ जाना होगा.
Prime Minister Modi referred to the UCC as secular civil code. And as analysts would say, by calling the existing civil code communal, Prime Minister Modi basically positioned the opposition as defenders of a discriminatory system. But this reframing does not really erase the fact that the UCC remains a deeply contentious issue, especially given India's diversity. Now, will the government implement such a sweeping change? The next big takeaway was Prime Minister Modi's statement on women's safety. Listen in.
एक समाज के नाते हमें गंभीरता से सोचना होगा कि हमारी माताओं, बहनों, बेटियों के प्रति जो अत्याचार हो रहे हैं, उसके प्रति देश का आक्रोश है, जन सामान्य का आक्रोश है. इस आक्रोश को मैं महसूस कर रहा हूं. इसको देश को, समाज को, हमारी राज्य सरकारों को गंभीरता से लेना होगा. महिलाओं के विरुद्ध अपराधों की जल्द से जल्द जांच हो, राक्षसी कृत्य करने वालों को जल्द से जल्द कड़ी सजा हो, वो समाज में विश्वास पैदा करने के लिए जरूरी है.
Referring to the outrage in the country following the horrific rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata, Prime Minister Modi said he feels the anger of the public and called for quicker investigations and harsher punishments for those who commit crimes against women. His words were strong and they highlight the grim reality of how crimes against women continue to plague India. Prime Minister Modi also introduced the phrase "Design in India, design for the world," urging citizens to build products that basically cater not only to the domestic market, but also to global consumers. He talked about India's aspiration to set international benchmarks in quality, which basically ties into his broader vision of a developed India by 2047.
डिजाइनिंग इंडिया, इस पर हमने बल देना है। हमें कोशिश करनी है अब इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड बनने चाहिए। इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड बनेंगे तब हमारी हर चीज को सहजता से मोहर लग जाएगी।
The emphasis on indigenous design and manufacturing is part of the Prime Minister's push to transform India into a global manufacturing hub. But this vision faces numerous challenges, from infrastructural constraints to global competition. And Prime Minister Modi will have to meet these challenges. Last but not the least, recognizing the strength of India lies in its youth, Prime Minister Modi made a push for more young people to join politics.
1 लाख नए नौजवान, कोई भी प्रकार का पूर्व का राजनीतिक इतिहास उनके परिवार का ना हो, ऐसे फ्रेश लोग राजनीति में आए ताकि जातिवाद से मुक्ति मिले, परिवारवाद से मुक्ति मिले, लोकतंत्र को समृद्धि मिले। और जरूरी नहीं है कि एक दल में जाए, उनको जो पसंद हो उस दल में जाए।
Prime Minister Modi suggested that this would help end casteism, end dynastic politics, which according to him are the biggest problems plaguing Indian democracy. By encouraging fresh blood in politics, Prime Minister Modi aims to inject new ideas and capabilities into the system. The practicalities of such a move are complex. The political landscape in India is deeply entrenched. Breaking through the barriers of caste and dynastic politics, only time will tell. Can India see these changes soon? Reducing government intrusion, implementing a uniform civil code, ensuring women's safety, and transforming India into a global manufacturing hub. These are all monumental tasks. Prime Minister Modi has set high expectations, but the real test, as is the case for any government, will be in the execution, and we will have to wait and watch. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.